Hello, Blizzard fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is game 1 between ByuL and PartinG on Deadwing, the latter edition. This is WCS 2015, the quarterfinal round held in Toronto. The tournament wrapped up on June 28th, so this is hot off the presses, and this is a best of 5 series. And these are two of the best players in the world, that is PVZ, so let's get right on into it. In the bottom left of Deadwing, the latter edition, we have the red Zerg player. It is ByuL. Boop. And in the top right of Deadwing, the latter edition, we have the blue Protoss player, who needs no introduction. It is PartinG. Basically, when you have a particular move named after you, like PartinG level force fields, that means you probably made it in the sport or whatever you're trying to do. Whatever your chosen vocation is, and PartinG level force fields are definitely a thing. PartinG is an incredible Protoss player. Some of the best matches I've ever seen have been between Jaedong and PartinG. I hope that ByuL is up to the challenge here as well. I have to imagine PartinG is a little bit favored here, but again, this is the quarterfinals. And so to make this far in this WCS 2015 tournament, you have to be pretty good already. So we're actually going to go Extractor into pool here for ByuL. Recognizing, what are we doing? A Forge Fast Expand from PartinG. Okay, so this is something we don't see a whole lot. I mean, the Forge is up. I guess we're getting enough money to get... Yeah, we are getting up to that 400 minerals required to get that Nexus. But not actually choosing to take a second base here yet is ByuL. Feeling, I don't know, going for a one-base attack? Is he going for speedlings here? He has pulled all of the workers off of gas, getting speed. Is he just going straight up? Wow, he's just going to go straight up for a speedling attack and try to do this. That's very dangerous because it was scouted. The probe was here, saw exactly what is going on, and this is going to be walled off for sure. We got a cannon up. This probe trying to hold the line against these lings that are on the way. There are 4 of them. And this expansion now trying to come up here is not a complete all-in from ByuL, but a little bit of an aggressive maneuver to start things out. And here come the lings, but no, they recognize, okay, this wall is just about complete. The probe fits here perfectly. PartinG knows exactly how to wall off this area, this opening on Deadwing. And that's it. There are 4 lings here, but that is not... they're not going to be able to do anything whatsoever to get up into this base. Again, more lings streaming out. I'm not sure exactly what the intent is here. I mean, that probe will die eventually, but we're getting a Zealot. Might chrono boost it out. The Zealot can hold the line much better than our friend the probe, and the lings could get in, but here we go. Oh no, it wasn't actually a perfect hold at all. The probe had a little area where the lings could slip by. They move right on in to the main here. Going to go to town on these workers. The probe's all being pulled off, but that is a large number of lings. They're going to be able to get at least a few kills here. Another probe is going to go down. Yes, it does get picked off. Amazing micro on display here for ByuL. PartinG trying to do what he can to stay alive, but anytime one of these probes get out of that main mineral line, it ends up dead, so you have to be very careful. Going to try to snipe it. Another one does get one. I don't think ByuL has lost a single Zergling. Maybe he has lost 1 Zergling so far here, but the Mothership Core is now here. Another ling dies. The Zealot goes to town as well. The lings say, maybe we can kill some workers much more easily up here in the natural, and I think the answer is yes. That is going to be a little bit more easy, forcing all the probes to run to the safety of the photon cannon. And whew, I think we might have just stabilized a little bit. The ling's still trying to run around. I don't think they're going to get too many more kills. Again, PartinG just so much better with his control of these probes than most Protoss you're going to see in the world. Again, how many probes has he lost to this? 5. 5 total probes have died to pretty much having 8 or 9 lings inside your base for this long with only a Zealot and a Mothership Core that came out late. That is some amazing control on display here by PartinG for sure. Again, going to try to get some hit points off on this Nexus, but not going to quite be able to do it. Just stay alive for scouting at this point, I think. Try to pick up probes where he possibly can. ByuL, this is why ByuL is an amazing player. He's able to keep these lings running around constantly for the last like 3 or 4 minutes, and meanwhile, he's actually macroing back at home. He's making drones. He has a 3rd base being planted as well, just doing an amazing job. Mothership Core does have a single kill, bringing up a sentry to try to help with this as well. Sentries are ranged. I'm not sure why I don't have a stalker. It seems like it might be a little bit better. The damage that the tickle cannon here does is only 6, so not that great. Photon overcharge being forced as well, taking down all but one of the lings. This ling is still alive. He says, you're going to choose your higher tech and let me see it. And that is really all there is to it. This ling trying to do what he can. He has stopped moving though, which means he's going to die. And yep, he stopped. ByuL gave up on him. And now we're going to see some higher tech choices coming out here from PartinG. The Cyber Core has been done for quite a while, and that's kind of the benefit of getting a ling inside the Protoss player's base, is they don't want to throw down their Robo Facility or their Twilight Council or whatever it is until that ling is gone, because then the Zerg player knows exactly what is coming based on that first building that is built after the Cyber Core, although at this point, PartinG not actually choosing to do that. Ah, there we go. There's the Twilight Council coming right on up, and again, not being scouted in a really difficult place to see, although this Overlord, if it chose to go another direction, could see that. Going to come into the main instead, going to see a lot of these gateways, which is pretty standard stuff. Protoss always goes gateways, I guess, unless it's going to be like a mass Stargate play, which we don't really see a lot. Overseer, there we go, morphing in the Overseer, going to come on out, going to get that speed up. Can scout this and scout the natural, and probably actually see that Twilight Council as well. Ling's trying to deny this base, but there are sentries here with a good force fields. Again, perhaps PartinG level force fields could actually trap all these Lings inside a box and get them murdered to death by those sentries and the mothership core. So these Lings know better than that. They're not going to head out into that potential death trap. Spinecrawler coming up from ByuL. What is he choosing to do? He has his lair. Well played indeed. Roach speed coming up. Glial reconstitution. I just like to say that word. It's very, very fun. Or that phrase, rather. More Lings trying to pop on up here, trying to see what's going on. They see the gateway, and just kind of poking around. I don't think this is enough Lings to actually kill it, especially, again, with the force fields trying to help this wall. So this is a little bit less attractive to Lings to try to get up and deny this third base, but yeah, ByuL being active with the Lings, trying to find forward pylons, but not really finding anything to speak of. Aspire is on its way, about halfway done for ByuL, getting +1 melee attacks as well as that Glial reconstitution. And after the Twilight Council, getting Blink for the Stalkers, and I think that might be it. Not really getting a Twilight Council, or rather a Templar Archives or anything like that at this point. But again, here come, okay, interesting. Here come the sentries. It's a sentry push. We don't have a forward pylon. We don't have a warp prism. We can't warp in any more units. Are we? I mean, if it was anybody else, I'd say, why are you throwing these sentries away? But it's PartinG, so maybe PartinG knows what he's doing here. The Lings up here trying to take this down, but again, a Zealot is holding the line. It's going to die very, very quickly, though, at this point. Force field's happening. Force fielding off a lot of stuff here. I think one of the sentries died, unfortunately, and the Roaches are here. They're able to attack fairly well, even past these force fields. But again, this is entirely walled off. The Lings trying to get through this line. The pylon does die. The Lings get inside, but I don't think there are enough of them left to really do much of a difference. That is a lot of dead Lings for pretty much no reason there. ByuL, 42 Lings have died. And how many? Six probes have died in comparison? I mean, I know Lings are basically free, but again, those could be drones. Those could be other units that you need, like Roaches and Hydras and things like that. So we have a Roach push coming up with some Mutalisks going to try to harass inside the main base. The cannons are coming up pretty much at the perfect time. They might be a little bit late, but I think they'll be there in time to really make things work for our friend PartinG. Here come the Lings again. The Roaches trying to snipe down this pylon, but the force fields again are so good. Again, the pylon goes down, but all these Lings in here get trapped and murdered. The Mutalisks flying around doing a good job with this harassment. There's a single Phoenix that is out that is taking pot shots at this Mutaflock, but there are so many of these Mutas choosing to focus down these Stalkers. Gets 2 of them there. Good control by ByuL, swinging back around, saying, all right, those cannons did actually finish. Oh, probe coming back to transfer, ends up dead at the wrong place and the wrong time. Blink Stalker's doing a good job. Did he actually lose any Mutas in that engagement? No, all these Mutas are still alive. Wow, maybe we should call it ByuL level Muta control, because, man, he's doing a fantastic job of it. And that's it. PartinG calls the GG, and ByuL is victorious here in Game 1. Wow. All right, so maybe losing all those Lings did more than I thought. I mean, basically, the Lings kept the pressure on PartinG. PartinG was not quite able to mount any kind of level of harassment at all for the first 13 minutes of this game against ByuL, allowing him to macro up, get the 4 bases, get the Mutalisks, get the Roaches, get the Lings out. The Muta harass here hit a little bit earlier, I think, than PartinG was expecting it, and that was it. That was your Game 1. 27 probes died. It was 79 to 46. PartinG tapped out. So, pretty fantastic game. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Blizzard upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you heard and you saw today. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all /Falcon Paladin. I am on those sites. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.